Alright, what's up everyone, Sean here, and we are back for another wash with the Corolla. It's been just about more or less a month. That's the kind of longest I've went without washing a car for, in a while anyway. I've gone longer, but it's been a while since I've gone without a month of washing. Now, to be fair, it did rain at one point, but anyway, we're not here to talk about how dirty it is or whatever. We're just trying out the iconic Rinseless wash that was released not too long ago from the rag company in celebration of the, well, quote-unquote legacy of Ivan LaCroix, the man who pretty much put Rinseless wash on the map, pretty much, and the processes that came along with that. So, it's gonna go ahead and give this a spin. The car needs a wash nonetheless, but before we do that, let me take you guys around of how dirty she is. Alright, so the hood is pretty standard. Like I said, it was really dirty at one point, but the rain washed off a lot of the loose grit, so nothing too bad. But if you look up close, it is warranting some sort of wash, especially the back right here and right there. You can kind of see the level of dirt that we're going to be dealing with today, so that is why the Rinseless wash is handy. Oh yeah, the important test for Rinseless washes. I gotta take a little sniff at it. So hold on, let me go ahead and try to. All right, that was a lot harder to open than I thought, but we got it open. Oh yeah, nice cherry scent. It's supposed to be like mangino cherries, I guess. But it's just a nice, pleasant cherry scent overall. It's nothing super overpowering or anything like that. I like it. Yeah, it's got that clearish blue liquid in there. Thin consistency. It's nothing like no like milky appearance for this time around. So I did get the bundle, so meaning I got the red sponge as well. The iconic sponge, I believe it's called. Yeah, the iconic sponge. Still in the bag, so still fresh. So yeah, so we're gonna do the standard 256-to-1 dilution, and we're gonna give it a go. And I did open the red sponge. Yeah, it's got a nice like feel to it. It's pretty similar to that of like the ultra black sponge, at least to me anyway. And definitely once it's like wet, nothing rough, nothing wrong with it, I don't think. It's just a nice feel to it. It's not super soft, but it's not super hard either. So what we're also doing is trying out this piece of hardware right here, which is basically a backpack sprayer that has a motor in it, electric motor, batteries and all, and it's supposed to be like pushing out 100 psi. It's supposed to be used for like, you know, irrigation or yard purposes, or, you know, even like a big old grass field. I had the idea of using it like a, you know, like you would a sprayer, a cake sprayer or anything like that. So this could potentially be another alternative for the keg, the detail keg that is. It even comes with this like bendable tip. It's kind of cool, along with this wand and stuff like that. It's a decent wand, but I'll probably try to change it out if I can. But importantly, let's see if this works or not. Now yes, you can wear like a backpack, but I don't really trust these straps because the way they attach themselves onto the unit, but that's okay. I can just carry like a keg and spray on. And you can tell by the blue appearance that yes, the iconic Rinseless wash is in there. So here we go. All right, it does spray. We just gotta adjust the tip a little bit. is actually a lot quieter than expected. I don't know if the mic is picking it up, but works a lot better than expected. Although this tip does leak quite a bit from the bottom part of the tip, so I may have to try out a different tip, unfortunately, but it did the job. So we got the product onto the car, and admittedly it is pretty fun. All right, time for a contact wash, see how it feels. Okay, all right. Pretty slick feeling for sure. Oh yeah, got a nice, smooth, slick feel to it. Glass and paint. So I believe it's supposed to be a hybrid rinseless technically. It does have some surfactants in there, but also polymers as well. So it is a good all-around cleaning, slick rinseless wash as well. It definitely doesn't remove the tar all that easily, that is. Just like any other rinseless wash. And I guess the car wasn't too bad, as the dirt is light enough to not be visible on this red sponge anyway. So the backpack sprayer did a good job knocking down a lot of the dirt, the loose grit. Let me get this other side of the hood just to see if it even shows up again at all. And yes, this is a pure rinseless wash in the sense that we're not going to rinse off the car with the hose because there wasn't really anything caked on there. It was just loose grit, all that stuff, which the backpack sprayer already knocked off enough. So these are all just like wet spots. There's not really a whole lot of dirt visible showing up on the thing, maybe like a little bit, but it really goes to show that the combination of the backpack sprayer and the rinseless did a great job knocking off a lot of that stuff off. And you also notice that I went from the rear panel, not so much the actual back, like the trunk side, and I'm going making my way around because of the trunk side being the dirtiest side of them all. So I'm going to touch that last with the sponge, and that way no other panels are going to get touched after that whenever I do a pure rinseless wash, no hose and stuff. But yeah, so far the rinseless wash itself is checking off all the boxes. The smell actually isn't super strong once you put it in the bucket. It's very subtle, very pleasant whenever it does show up. And it's a nice experience overall. It's very slick for what it is. All right, hopefully you see the two lines right there. Those are from the wipers. I had to get from the dirt from the wipers because the car so far isn't that dirty, I guess, itself. But the wipers do tell a different story, at least to some extent. So let me go ahead and dunk that right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then there you go. All right, just wanted to re-wet the panels just to make sure I have plenty of lubrication, and it's definitely doing its thing very well, which is encapsulating and emulsifying the dirt. Yeah, the sponge is a good feel. The rinseless wash is also a good feel as well. I'm having no issues with this thus far. Yeah, it's been a while since I've last done a hoseless rinseless wash. But thanks to hardware like the backpack sprayer, for example, where it just really knocks off that loose grit, you can pretty much use the sprayer for like apartment, if you live in an apartment or don't have any running water or anything like that. It is pretty nice. And I did put 2 gallons of it, or use about 1.5 gallons overall. All right, I wanted to take you guys to the trunk. You see there's a bit of dirt still sitting right there in that area of the door, and I got my little sprayer, and you can definitely see how it just blasts it right off. And it's nice to be able to re-wet the panel like this, just to make sure we have no loose grit, any loose grit left. And there you go. Oh, there's a bit of a bug right there. No problem. Now, unfortunately, like I said, this tip right here, I guess, well, it does leak like that, unfortunately. So I have to either change it out or or check the O-ring for it if it does even have an O-ring. All right, so we're almost done with the back side. So let's go ahead and just finish it right off. Oh yeah. Yeah, very nice slick feel. You can definitely see it reacting with my coating. DIY detail 8-year. Go like that. We'll come back for the wiper later. That is for sure dirty. There's a piece of tar right there. Gently take that off. And then get to the rest of it. I don't know if you guys can tell, the water is quite murky for this time, which means, I mean, yes, obviously we didn't do the rinse off part, but there's definitely quite a bit of film, right? Traffic film. Nothing. This rinseless wash can't take off. And then there's a bit more dirt just sitting up there. Try to do it with one hand here. All right, let's get this bottom half off, or the very bottom, I should say. Flip to the other side. Okay. Well, all right, and now we're back here with this first rear panel right here. That's where we started. All right, time for the towel dry. Oh yeah, nice feel to it. I did make sure to re-wet the panel just to ensure myself the safest experience as possible. On the paint, not too bad. Maybe not the slickest on the towel, at least on my end anyway. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, overall, the iconic Rinseless wash, I think, is up there with the top Rinseless washes. It is more on the expensive side, so and it is for a limited run, so it's a good one-time try. After that bottle, that's it pretty much. Maybe perhaps I'll get another one if I get lucky, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on it anyway. But nonetheless, it is pretty nice to use. The smell is very subtle, it's not super strong. I don't think it's gonna bother anybody. I don't think anyway. All right, let me take you guys around. And there she is in her clean glory. Oh, let me put that wiper down. But yeah, there she is in her clean glory. Nice and glossy. I believe it doesn't leave anything behind except for a nice clean car. Yes, sir, she is clean indeed. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, it's looking really nice actually. Glass is very clean as well. Doesn't leave anything behind. Yeah. That is a clean Corolla. And don't worry about that, that's just the condensation from the weather. Otherwise, the roof is definitely clean like the glass. All right, so overall, this Rinseless wash, it's another pass, man. There's just so many good Rinseless washes out there that it's really hard to say who's on top. It's all a matter of which experience you like the most at this point. And I think that's a very good thing. So, but nonetheless, though, the iconic Rinseless wash is very nice to use. It's got a nice scent, like I said. The cleaning capabilities is there. Definitely took off whatever was on the sponge, and in that one dunk or whatever you call it. And yeah, so from the House of Rags and DIY Detail, thank you for this iconic Rinseless wash, along with the sponge. They both feel nice and all that fun stuff. Nothing's breaking down, nothing out of the usual, right? All we got is a clean car right after. So, and Rinseless wash is real nice because, when the car is just mildly dirty, you don't have to bust out like the foam cannon or anything like that. Just bust out this, and then if you got a backpack sprayer like the one behind me over there, it'll do the job just fine to knock off all the loose grit, especially with the Rinseless wash. There's always something about the Rinseless wash and that powered sprayer just works so well, especially for the dirtiness that we've seen today. So anyways, that's all I got. What do you guys think? If you guys also use iconic Rinseless wash, let me know in the comment section below. Or are you going to try to at least get it? It is a limited time or limited run. So if you are going to get it, I say go ahead and do it. You won't have a bad time with it, but just take it into mind, it is more on the expensive side. It is using a little more of the fancy stuff, right? A little more bougie, if you will. And if you can use more sponges, the bundle is kind of worth it, I'd say. because pretty much like this is 25 bucks, this is also 25 bucks ish, and then it comes out to $50 for the whole bundle. So it is what it is. And yeah, so I think it's good, and hopefully guys find a good experience for those who use it. So happy detailing, thank you very much, and hope to see you all in the next one. Sean out.